We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. You'd like to see more jabs. Solid punch. Just missed with that jab. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
Oh man, you've got Swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the ropes. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
It's bombs away. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. Lucky that hook didn't score.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. The right hook misses. Nice hook. And another hook to the body score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Catch and shoot. As bad. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. When you're fighting a counter puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. A very competitive round here so far. Misses with the straight left.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When you're at such a reach disadvantage, you've got to find a way to work on the inside.
You've got to fight dirty, Todd. You've got to get in close. You've got to fight on the blind side of the referee. You've got to find a way in.
Punch, counter punch. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. How about that time count? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Good counter punching. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges.
Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Usyk might go down here. What an upset! I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Both of these fighters have had their moments. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And the big cap goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you all right?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk. And there's the bell to start the round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved.
Usyk! And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
That hook was off target. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows. Joe Frazier is in trouble. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You know that bell was... And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Can you imagine if he knocks out Joe Frazier?
Listen to me. Are you okay?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Frazier being much more selective with his punches. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full bound because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
There's a counter shot. That hook won't score. Can you imagine if he knocks out this legend?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Total domination with 10 seconds to go. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knock. They ring the bell, and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Frazier covering up. He's got nowhere to go. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
It's been a tough round, so...
Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit. The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your skin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter. But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Take your time.
Both men step back for just a moment. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk. They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
Back and forth they go. There's a counter shot. Smoking Joe.
Good work. This is all going great. Keep doing what you're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Gotta look at his corner. Look at his structure.
Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they get into trouble, and that's what he's done right there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Are we about to see the end of an era? Are we about to see Joe Frazier get knocked out? You can tell he... What a dominant performance. And